Well, Jack, thank you for speaking with Business Insider. Would love to start by hearing some of your comments on Sam Bankman-Fried. He just said that Bitcoin can never be accepted as a payment system. You're kind of, building a product that's the antithesis of that. So I'd love to hear your thoughts about what he said.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I think, unfortunately, everything Sam said was arguably factually incorrect. Everything from the speed in which Bitcoin transmits value all the way to its use of proof of work and the viability of something like proof of stake, which doesn't make any relative sense whatsoever. Just to be clear, I think this is a very important point to make. Bitcoin in its original form at the base layer is not optimizing for speed and payments. Bitcoin is trying to allow a digital instrument accessible to everyone in the world to exist forever in a distributed, trustless manner. Bitcoin is trying to build a hard monetary asset that can be traded by enemies despite an appetite for war. And this is actually relevant in today's macro environment where we see dollars being seized by different nation states. Bitcoin is trying to replicate and build a harder, more digital form version akin to gold. And so Bitcoin's 10-minute block times and Bitcoin's proof of work are more bound to laws of physics and take in the account of laws like the speed of light, as opposed to Visa's transaction throughput. Bitcoin is bringing a digital instrument and holding it accountable to the laws of physics. And it's allowing a physical digital rock to exist forever despite market conditions. And then once you have this thing that will never go down, that's accessible to everyone, that has predictable issuance, a fixed supply, and is bound to the realities of proof of work so that it has a distributed level of consensus and trust, then you can build payment standards on top of it that make it travel at the speed of light at relatively no cost. So let me be clear, the Lightning Network is not a blockchain. And that is why it will be the superior payments network to transport value digitally. Blockchains are built to build distributed, trustless, digital instruments. They are not optimized for speed and cost. You have to build these protocols in layers. And so everything Sam said, from proof of work to proof of stake to the speed of payments, is factually incorrect. And the last thing I'll say is it is extremely dangerous that there are people that are engineering themselves to be experts by spending a lot of time and money to be treated as an expert, and then can be so factually incorrect. It is extremely dangerous. They are either acting maliciously or they are severely incompetent, but both carry the severe risk of disinformation that is tremendously dangerous, and human resource costs are extremely high with attitude and behavior like that. So that's what I got to say about that. It's just plain speak wrong.